Hello royals, nice to see you here again. This is your regular source of royal news and analysis. But before we start, please subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon to receive the earliest notification. Meghan has previously been forced to apologize for misleading the High Court for failing to remember emails she had exchanged with an aide to help Scobie with his previous Sussex-friendly book, Finding Freedom. After earlier stating she had no dealings with it, in Endgame, Scobie openly details private conversations he had with multiple members of their staff. And he even boasts about a short phone call he had with Meghan herself after she married Harry. Scobie, clearly angry about the coverage of his book in recent days, ranted on social media that the twisting of facts and misquoting going on right now has reached new levels of desperation. Buckingham Palace declined to comment last night. Prince William's allies hit out at outrageous suggestions he briefed against Prince Harry following claims by Meghan's mouthpiece Omid Scobie. Friends of the Prince of Wales last night blasted outrageous suggestions that he briefed against his own brother after the latest round of claims by the writer dubbed Meghan's mouthpiece. Supporters leapt to the defense of the future king, expressing their anger and frustration that Omid Scobie was peddling what they described as conspiracy theories dressed up as fact ahead of the publication of his new book tomorrow. In extracts from Endgame, his second book attacking the royal family, as well as interviews to publicize it, Scobie has suggested that William prioritized his loyalty to the monarchy over his brother and actively leaked information about Harry and Meghan to undermine them. Kensington Palace has remained silent on the furor, but the frustration of those loyal to William was clear. One told the Mail that Scobie's depiction of the heir to the throne was the very opposite of William's personal mantra. He has always been very tight-lipped when it comes to his family and made clear to anyone within his orbit that he would not do deals with the media, they said. Like Harry, he is scarred by his childhood experiences, seeing his mother and father engaged in what was dubbed the War of the Waleses. He never wanted history to repeat itself. That was something that he and Harry were meant to be united on. Another added, "It's one thing writing a critique of the royal family. That's freedom of expression. But it's another thing to peddle conspiracy theories dressed up as fact." The suggestion that royal aides were briefing negative stories about Harry and Meghan is totally fabricated. It just didn't happen. The truth is that everyone was walking on eggshells practically from the engagement, trying to keep them happy. In his latest interview with the Sunday Times, Scobie breathlessly describes William as a hot-headed, power-hungry man who has become increasingly willing to allow the palace to deploy dirty tricks. Aside from the prince occasionally being prone to the famous Windsor temper, those who know him well say it would be anathema to him. The author also paints the Princess of Wales as an underachiever, who is too scared of putting a foot wrong to stick her head above the parapet. That will really wind William up, said another source. He's immensely proud of what his wife has achieved. The princess has been the driving force behind a great deal of their work, particularly when it comes to bettering mental health. Insiders also maintain that a number of significant claims made by Scobie are just plain wrong and rehashed. In response to an accusation that King Charles is out of touch and demands his shoelaces are ironed, one source says flatly, "That was total bull when it first surfaced 20 years ago, and still is now." Scobie also raises issues about racism and diversity within Charles's household. He now accuses two people in royal circles of expressing concern about Prince Archie's skin color, but claims libel laws prevent him from naming them. Questions also remain about the sourcing of huge swathes of the book. Harry and Meghan have moved to distance themselves from it, and Scobie has claimed he is not part of the Sussex camp, despite a wealth of intimate detail about letters, phone calls, text messages and conversations between themselves and other members of the royal family. So what do you think about this news, guys? Thank you for tuning in to today's discussion. As always, I encourage you to share your thoughts in the comments section below. Stay tuned for more updates on the intriguing world of royalty. Until then, thank for watching. We'll see you again with some more fascinating news about the royal family. Thank you.